Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where enduring wisdom meets the strength of presence, and where we uncover the truths modern society refuses to teach men. Today's video is for the men who want to master themselves, who want to know when and why a woman really starts to miss you the most. We're going to break this down with ancient wisdom, modern psychology, and brutally honest truths most people won't tell you. This is not just about making someone miss you, it's about building the kind of masculine presence that commands respect, even in your absence. If you're tired of cheap dating hacks and want something real, stay with me through the entire video. Because this isn't about playing games, it's about becoming the man who doesn't have to. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep, powerful advice that actually changes lives. And in the comments, let me know, what do you think makes someone truly miss you? Chapter 1. When your presence is rare, your value increases. One of the oldest truths comes from the Stoics themselves. We value things most when they are scarce. Men today often make the fatal mistake of being too available, always texting, always calling, always saying yes. But here's the reality. A woman starts missing you the most when your presence isn't guaranteed. Imagine you're always at her beck and call. There's no mystery, no space, no reason for her to wonder what you're doing. She knows you're waiting, but when you step back, even with kindness and respect, you create space for yearning. You stop replying instantly. You focus on your work, your gym sessions, your friends, your mission. Suddenly she's wondering, where is he? What's he doing? It's not about ghosting or playing games, it's about being a man with purpose. Women miss you when they realize you're not another guy who will drop everything for them. Ancient wisdom says, he who knows himself is never lost in others. You want her to miss you? Make sure you never lose yourself trying to please her. This isn't cruelty, it's self-respect. Comment below. Have you ever felt you lost your value by being too available? Share your experience below. Chapter 2. When you walk away from what disrespects you. A woman starts missing you most when you prove you're willing to walk away from anything that doesn't serve your dignity. Listen carefully. Most men today tolerate disrespect out of fear of losing her. They swallow their pride, laugh off insults, and accept poor treatment. But you don't earn respect by begging for it. You earn it by having standards and enforcing them. She flakes on you twice without explanation. Instead of pleading or complaining, you calmly stop pursuing. You don't threaten, you don't argue, you just leave the table where respect is no longer being served. That silence, that decision, it echoes louder than any words you could say. Because in that moment, you demonstrate you don't need her, you choose her. And nothing is more attractive than a man with options who won't compromise his values for anyone. Ancient wisdom from Epictetus tells us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Others may say you're being cold or arrogant, but you know your worth. And when she realizes you're not waiting around to be disrespected, she will remember you, she will miss you. Not because you manipulated her, but because you reminded her of what a real man is. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Drop a comment below. What's one boundary you'll never let anyone cross? Chapter 3. When you transform yourself in silence. A woman starts missing you most when she sees you change, not for her, but for yourself. Too many men try to prove their worth with words. They make promises. They beg for another chance. But the truth? Words are cheap. Action is priceless. After a breakup, instead of spamming her phone or stalking her social media, you go silent. You hit the gym. You learn new skills. You focus on your career. You rebuild yourself without announcing it. Because real change is quiet, real growth is undeniable, and when she sees you, months later, stronger, calmer, and completely unfazed, that's when she feels it deep in her chest. She remembers who you were. She sees who you are now, and she wonders what it would be like to be by your side again. This isn't about revenge, it's about rebirth. Ancient wisdom says, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who did the injury." Marcus Aurelius. Don't be the man who stays broken, be the man who uses pain as fuel. Let them see the man you become in the silence they forced you into. Women don't miss the man who begs, they miss the man who grows so much that he becomes unforgettable. Drop a comment below. What's one goal you're working on in silence? Chapter 4. When she realizes you're not coming back. The moment she truly starts missing you is the moment she finally accepts you're not coming back. Not because you're bitter, not because you want her to suffer, but because you've outgrown the version of yourself who used to need her. That's when it hits. The late-night thoughts, the scroll through old pictures, the silent stare at your name, still saved in her phone. You see, walking away is one thing, but not turning back. That's what shakes her soul. You didn't delete her number out of spite. You just don't feel the urge to reach out anymore. Your peace became more important than chasing temporary affection. That kind of detachment isn't cold, it's powerful. It means you've moved from emotional dependence to masculine clarity. As the Stoics would say, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. And what's more beyond your control than someone else's feelings? You gave your love, you gave your energy, and when it was no longer respected, you chose yourself. That decision is that final acceptance. It creates a void nothing else can fill. Because when a man chooses peace over chaos, mission over drama, and growth over games, he becomes unforgettable. A man who walks away with grace is more dangerous than a man who fights to stay. You weren't just a phase, you were a standard. And now that she realizes you're gone for good, that's when she misses you the most. Drop a comment below if you've ever felt stronger by not looking back. Thank you for staying with me through this entire journey on women start missing you the most when they... This isn't just another dating strategy video. It's a call to arms for every man who's tired of living passively. Because here's the truth. When you master yourself, you don't have to manipulate anyone to miss you. You simply live so well, so purposefully, that your absence becomes impossible to ignore. The world teaches men to beg for validation, to compromise their standards for attention, to sacrifice their peace for fleeting comfort. But here at the Stoic Golden Tribe, we believe in a different path, one of honor, of self-respect, of discipline, of knowing your worth so clearly that you would rather walk away than be treated like an option. Think about it. A man who can be alone without being lonely is a man who can never be controlled. A man who invests in his body, mind, and mission becomes a standard no one else can easily replace. And a man who can let go with dignity is a man whose memory will haunt those who took him for granted. Ancient wisdom tells us, he who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius. So let this be your mission from today. Conquer your emotions, build your purpose, master your time, refuse disrespect, grow in silence, walk away with grace, because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to make anyone miss you. The goal is to become the kind of man whose loss is always felt. If you found value in this message, please take a moment to like this video. It really helps us reach other men who need to hear this. Share it with a friend who's struggling with heartbreak or trying to find his strength. Subscribe to join our growing brotherhood of men committed to truth, wisdom, and unshakable presence. And don't forget, drop a comment below. Tell me, what's the hardest lesson you had to learn about walking away? How did it change you? This is more than a channel, it's a tribe. Your story can help another man find his path. Until next time, stand tall, stay wise, and never settle for less than you know you deserve. Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe.